Crack open a fresh coconut, and you're greeted with a splash of sweet, refreshing water, nature's own sports drink, sealed in a woody shell. But wait, this isn't just any fruit hanging from a palm tree. It's essentially a giant seed that somehow decided to pack its own beverage. Why would a seed need a built-in water supply? The answer reveals one of nature's most ingenious survival strategies, perfected over millions of years of island-hopping evolution. Here's the first surprise. Coconut water isn't actually water. It's liquid endosperm. Just like the white part of a poached egg feeds a developing chick, this clear liquid is meant to nourish a baby coconut palm. But unlike an egg that gets its nutrition from outside, a coconut has to be completely self-sufficient. Why? Because these seeds evolved to do something extraordinary: sail across oceans and colonize distant shores. Think of a coconut as nature's ultimate survival pod. When a coconut falls from its parent tree, often 30 meters high, it needs to survive the impact, float across potentially thousands of miles of salt water, wash up on a beach, and still have enough resources to sprout into a new tree. That's like packing for a year-long camping trip where you can't bring any food, fresh water, or even know where you'll end up. The coconut's solution: pack everything inside. The journey begins when the coconut flower is pollinated. Over the next 12 months, the fruit develops its remarkable 3-layer design. The outer layer, exocarp, is smooth and water-resistant. The middle layer, mesocarp, is the fibrous husk. Think of it as nature's life jacket, making the coconut buoyant and shock-resistant. The inner layer, endocarp, is that hard shell we struggle to crack open, protecting the precious cargo inside. But here's where it gets clever. As the coconut develops, it fills with liquid endosperm, up to a liter in large varieties. This liquid serves multiple purposes. First, it's perfectly sterile, protected from bacteria and fungi by the shell. Second, it's isotonic, meaning it has a similar concentration of salts and minerals as our blood plasma. That's why coconut water was actually used as emergency IV fluid during World War II. Third, it contains natural growth hormones called cytokinins, which will trigger root and shoot development when the time comes. The numbers tell an incredible story. A coconut can float for up to 120 days and travel 3,000 miles, farther than the distance from California to Hawaii. The water inside remains fresh because the shell is nearly impermeable, keeping salt water out and fresh water in. When the coconut finally beaches and conditions are right, something magical happens. The embryo, a small disc you might notice attached to the inside of the shell, awakens. It begins consuming the coconut water, converting it into solid coconut meat through a process that would make any chemist jealous. This transformation is pure biological alchemy. The liquid endosperm provides immediate hydration and nutrients, while the embryo develops its first roots and shoots. As the seedling grows, it creates a spongy organ called the haustorium. Coconut lovers know this as the coconut apple that gradually absorbs all the water and meat, converting it into energy for growth. Within 6 to 10 months, what was once a floating capsule full of water becomes a young palm tree. This strategy has made coconuts one of the most successful colonizers in the plant kingdom. They've spread across the entire tropical belt of Earth, often being the first plants to colonize new volcanic islands. Each coconut is essentially a space capsule designed for ocean travel, complete with food, water, and protective shielding. The coconut's innovation extends beyond survival. That sterile, nutrient-rich water has become a multi-billion-dollar industry. Athletes drink it for natural electrolytes, Health enthusiasts prize its potassium content, 600 milligram per cup, more than a banana. Biotechnologists use coconut water as a growth medium for tissue cultures. Nature's survival drink has become humanity's health beverage. So next time you sip coconut water, remember, you're drinking from a 50 million-year-old design for oceanic conquest. Every drop represents evolution's answer to an impossible challenge: how to send your offspring across vast oceans without FedEx. The solution: pack them their own drinks for the journey. Sometimes the simplest questions, why is there water in a coconut, reveal nature's most sophisticated engineering. And sometimes, the best survival strategy is just bringing your own refreshments